Hey everyone, if you're a parent, you absolutely know that feeling. You drop your kid off at daycare, and for the rest of the day, you're just left to wonder, what's their day really like? Well, today, we're diving into a revolutionary answer to that very question, the Smart Nursery. We're going to explore how it's creating a safer, more transparent, and way more personalized world for our kids.
For generations, we've relied on amazing, dedicated caregivers and stacks of paper records. And that system is great. It's full of good intentions, but let's be honest, it has gaps. It leaves a little too much room for human error. And it creates that nagging feeling for parents, right? That end-of-day question, did I miss something? What really happened with my child today?
So what's the alternative? It's the Smart Nursery. And I want to be super clear here. This is not about just sticking a few cameras on the wall. No way. This is a fully integrated ecosystem. Think smart devices, sensors, and AI all working together in sync. We're basically talking about upgrading childcare from analog to digital, creating an environment that's truly responsive and, most importantly, secure.
Okay, all of that sounds great in theory, but what does it actually look like in real life? To really get a feel for it, let's follow a child. We'll call her Emma, through a totally typical day. And this isn't science fiction, folks. This is technology that's here, right now, and you're about to see how all these pieces create one seamless, incredible experience.
First things first, let's talk about what matters most: safety. In a smart nursery, security isn't just about a lock on the front door. It's about building intelligent, overlapping layers of protection from the moment a child arrives to knowing exactly where they are at all times.
Right off the bat, this is so much smarter than a paper sign-in sheet. The facial recognition makes sure that only authorized people can get in, period. And for the parent, you get that instant checked-in notification on your phone. Just like that. That little bit of morning drop-off anxiety, it's gone. You know she's safe inside.
And check out the subtlety here. There are no loud, scary alarms, no drama. The teacher just gets a quiet little buzz on their watch and can gently guide Emma back to the group. This is what proactive safety looks like. It's about preventing a problem before it even has a chance to happen, all without disturbing the calm, happy vibe of the nursery.
But look, this tech isn't just about keeping kids safe, as crucial as that is. It's about helping them absolutely thrive. Smart nurseries are a huge leap away from a one-size-fits-all approach. Instead, they use real data to help caregivers tailor activities and learning to each child's unique pace.
So here, Emma's little wristband becomes this incredible tool for understanding. It's not just tracking her location, it's tracking her engagement. This data gives the teacher a powerful insight, a little nudge, suggesting an activity that's perfectly matched to where Emma is in her development. The system isn't replacing the teacher, it's empowering them. It's like giving them superpowers.
Maybe the single biggest struggle for working parents is that feeling of being disconnected. Your child's entire day can feel like a total black box. Well, smart nurseries are designed to blow that box wide open, bridging the gap and creating a truly transparent partnership between parents and caregivers.
Just imagine getting this on your phone at the end of the day. It's not the usual, oh, she had a good day. No, it's a detailed summary, exactly how long she napped, what she ate, and look at this, even a photo of her latest masterpiece. It replaces all the guesswork with real, meaningful information, and it helps you feel truly connected to her day.
So you're probably wondering, what is the actual technology that makes all of this happen? What's the secret sauce? Well, it's not one thing. It's a carefully designed system of interconnected parts. So let's pull back the curtain and break down the core tech that powers this whole thing.
It really comes down to 5 key pillars. You've got the smart wearables on the kids, which gather data. Then there's AI monitoring, which acts like a digital safety net. Environmental sensors make sure the space is healthy. Centralized software brings it all together for parents and staff. And of course, interactive learning tools that make education fun.
So at the very heart of the system is that smart wearable. It's designed from the ground up to be safe, comfortable, and totally non-toxic for kids. This little device acts as a personal data hub, tracking location for safety, monitoring activity for those learning insights, and it can even check biometrics like temperature to catch a potential fever before it becomes a real problem.
And this is such a crucial point. The AI is not there to replace the human caregivers. It's there to augment them, to help them. Think of it as an extra set of eyes that never gets tired, never blinks. It's constantly scanning for potential issues like a fall or a child in distress, and it instantly alerts a human caregiver to step in.
A child's well-being is also so deeply tied to their physical environment, right? So these sensors, they work silently in the background, constantly keeping an eye on things like air quality,
temperature, and even noise levels. It's all about making sure the space is always optimized for health and comfort, the perfect setting for them to play, learn, and rest.
Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Because anytime we talk about collecting data, especially when it involves children, we have to talk about privacy, security, and trust. In a smart nursery, these are not afterthoughts. They are the absolute foundation that the entire system is built on.
It really all comes down to a delicate balancing act between control and security. On one hand, parents have to be in the driver's seat. You need clear, easy access and control over your child's data, including the ability to opt out. And on the other hand, the system's architecture has to guarantee that all of that data is fully encrypted, secure, and comes with an ironclad promise that it will never, ever be sold.
And look, these aren't just bullet points on a slide for us. These are non-negotiable promises. Trust can only be built on a foundation of informed consent, using AI ethically as a support tool, and having absolute transparency about how data is being used and protected. This is essential. Without this, the whole concept just doesn't work.
So, when you put all of these pieces together, the unprecedented safety, the personalized learning, that deep connection for parents, it becomes pretty clear that this is way more than just a passing trend. This represents the next logical and frankly necessary evolution in how we care for our children.
Now, let's be realistic. There are hurdles to getting there. Things like the initial cost and training staff are very real challenges. But when you weigh those against the benefits, drastically reducing anxiety for parents, creating safer environments for kids, and empowering educators with amazing tools, the value is it's undeniable. It's transformative.
Which really brings us to a final, powerful thought. As this technology gets more accessible, as it becomes more affordable, the smart nursery is absolutely poised to become the new standard of care. The question really isn't if this is going to happen anymore. The question is, how quickly can we make it happen? The momentum is already building.
What we've looked at today is a complete reimagining of early childhood care. It's one where technology creates an environment where our kids are safer, their learning is personalized, and parents are more connected than ever before. This isn't some far-off dream. This is the future unfolding right now. To see how these complex projects are brought to life, for more, visit our website, Fair Solution.